ISD is located in the northern part of Erath County and is about 10 miles outside of Stephenville. Huckabee is mostly a farming community that has a rich history in agriculture, which is how the community was established. Huckabee is a very tight-knit community. It is not uncommon for you to go to church with one or two of your teachers, and you can count on the whole town coming out to high school basketball games every Tuesday and Friday nights. Huckabee ISD is a 1A school. In 2014, there were 164 students enrolled in school. 79% of these students were white, 17% of these students were Hispanic, and 2% were American Indian. The number of students per teacher is 9.9 to 1. The number of teachers and professional support and educational aides is 21.7. The average annual salary for a teacher is $40,177. The class I was in was a 4th grade class taught by Miss Sloan. There were 7 males and 7 females in the class, making 14 students total. In the class, there were 3 Hispanics and 11 Caucasians. Most of the students read at or above grade level, and 4 students read below at about a 3rd grade level. My tutees that I had were both ESL students, and we were working on vocabulary and comprehension of the text that they were reading. One of my tutees was a girl, and she was a good reader, but she didn't understand what she was reading because she tried to rush through it. The boy wasn't as strong as a reader, but he comprehended more what he read. I can tell both of my students are bright and they want to learn, but our biggest obstacle is definitely comprehension of the text. I let them pick out the books that they would like to read first so that it would be something that they are interested in. As I mentioned before, I had 2 tutees that were both ESL students. The girl had just moved out to Huckabee this year and is repeating the 4th grade. She reads at a 3rd grade level. My other tutee has been at Huckabee since kindergarten and he reads at a 2nd grade level. My tutees first told me that they best learned by being read to or reading the information themselves, which I soon learned that was not the case. They learned best kinesthetically. But since they had never been taught any other way, they didn't know any better. Both of my tutees had a very hard time with comprehension. At first, I didn't know how hard it was, so I waited till the end to ask questions about what we read, which obviously did not work out well. So, before the next meeting, I went through the books and I figured out questions to ask during the reading to break it down. This worked out very well, and my tutees could answer questions at the end of the book better because I broke it down for them throughout the book. When planning for my lessons, my first hurdle was that my tutees were both ESL students. So the first day, I played it safe and we wrote down definition on note cards and then went over the definitions at the end. But I soon learned that this was not helping them at all. So I did some research and I read somewhere that ESL students learn vocabulary better if they can connect it to pictures. So the next time I went, we had our personal dictionaries where there was a section for pictures and 2 places to use it in a sentence. With the limited time we had, that turned out to take too much time. So the next week we played a matching game with the vocab words in the book, and that worked better than anything that I had tried previously.